Good morning, everyone.
Very good morning, ma'am.
We are here to mark the World Mental Health Day, and what else to do but to start with ourselves. And this workshop on emotional regulation or emotional management and mindfulness will help us achieve our goal of a positive mental health. So I would request Ishana to please give you an introduction and to introduce our esteemed resource person for the day. I only have one line for our resource person, that we are very lucky we were able to rope in, because she usually has her private workshops, and they are all very highly paid and very difficult to get into. And we'll definitely have one full workshop from ma'am later on. But today, ma'am, we are very thankful that you could join us. Now, I would invite Ishana to introduce our resource person. Ishana, please start.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, good morning, everyone. On behalf of KCW Counseling Cell and Department of Psychology, I welcome you all for this workshop being held to mark the World Mental Health Day. Mental health is the need for the day, and making it more accessible needs lot of sincere investment of time, energy, and finances from all of us. The title of today's workshop is Emotion Management and Mindfulness for Positive Mental Health. Our resource person for the day is Dr. Nayanika Singh. She has a long list of achievements, but I will just try to outline a brief introduction. She has done schooling from the Lawrence School, Sanabar, following which graduation with honors in psychology from GCG 11 Chandigarh, post-graduation in psychology from Punjab University with specialization in clinical and counseling psychology, and PhD in Jungian psychology from Punjabi University, Patiala. Dr. Singh has also done a postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling. She has a passion for research and has over 60 papers published in national and international journals of repute. She is a board of studies of academic institutions and member of National Association. Dr. Singh has passion for writing and has authored a book in sports psychology and edited a book on mental disorders. She is certified for emotional freedom therapy, internationally certified as mindfulness meditation practitioner, certified parent coach from CCI, and a certified career counseling coach. She has also done a counseling certificate course in art therapy. She is a grandmaster in Reiki therapy and trained for basic modalities of hypnotherapy, expressive art therapy, neuro-linguistic programming, life skills, and mandala art. She has passion for training and have been in behavioral training since a decade and conducted over 350 training and a number of webinars. She is also a reviewer for and on the editorial board of many national journals and international journals such as Medgrave Online Journal of Applied Bionics and Biomechanics, Metre Publishing House, USA. Currently, she is busy conducting behavioral training for IAS, PCS officers, and officers of boards and corporations of Punjab government. We are very inspired by your list of achievements, ma'am, and are looking forward to being a part of this workshop. Principal ma'am, Dr. Mrs. Muktigal has sent her best wishes for this venture and has been very appreciative of our efforts. Now I invite Ma'am Nayanika Singh to please start with much awaited workshop. Now I would request Ma'am to please begin and share your words of wisdom. Thank you, ma'am.
A very good morning to one and all present. I am extremely grateful to Aditi ma'am and Principal ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And I also welcome you all to have a wonderful and a very positive morning on this World Mental Health Day. It's a great initiative by Aditi ma'am and all the students and Principal ma'am to actually hold this wonderful endeavor. More than it being a pleasure for you, the pleasure is all mine to get the opportunity to conduct this. So thank you ever so much. And I'll begin with this concept of emotional regulation or management and mindfulness. It is less a theory workshop, more a practical or applied skills based workshop, so that I can actually train you for certain skills which you can carry and use for yourself and then train people under you. So that's my basic endeavor of this particular workshop. Now, when we go along with this concept of emotional regulation, ma'am, am I audible to everybody? Am I audible? Aditi ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, but there is
Right.
slight disturbance. You are audible, but slight disturbance. Maybe the fan here or something. Or do you have headphones? If you can wear the
Ma'am,
headphones.
actually, ma'am, there is this, I think probably some construction going on somewhere behind. So
ओके ओके
वो उसका
ओके
हो रहा है थोड़ा
सो
थोड़ा।
इट्स ओके
हाँ,
हाँ जी कोई बात नहीं
I
बिल्कुल
hope
ठीक
it
है
is
आप
not too much.
ऑडिबल हो प्लीज नहीं 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 बिल्कुल नहीं यू
Right.
प्लीज कैरी ऑन अगर कोई हेडफोन
Right.
होंगे तो ये बाहर की नॉइस अंदर नहीं आएगी फिर पर अगर
Ma'am,
नहीं है तो
headphones.
कोई बात नहीं जी लेट्स कैरी ऑन लेट्स कैरी
Okay,
ऑन
right, ma'am.
ठीक है
Okay.
ठीक
So
है
I'll begin with this concept of emotional management or emotional regulation. Now, the biggest problem which we generally face is that we keep bothering about, what is going to happen in the future or what has happened in the past. We don't let go and we don't accept ourselves the way we are. So I really liked one word which ma'am had begun her introduction with, that everything begins by, with yourself. So managing our emotions or regulating our emotion doesn't mean that you control your emotions. It only means that you channelize and regulate and manage your emotions in such a way that you stop hurting others also and you stop sabotaging yourself also. So I will be practically training you for certain techniques which will help you to manage your emotions as well as stress effectively. So it is going to be a combination of both. That is what emotional regulation actually means. In fact, this is an applied module of emotional intelligence if you've heard of. Then when we go along with mindfulness is quite a latest and a very profoundly researched on topic today. This concept of mindfulness actually is not a very new concept. It is a amalgamation of two areas basically, the Hindu philosophy of the yoga and also the Buddhist philosophy of vipassana. That is, when we have a mind body connect and we are able to actually have a controlled breathing, and how we can focus our attention on only breathing without letting the other impacts of the environment actually influence us. That is what mindfulness means. You must have heard of Carl Rogers. He had typically mentioned the concept of here and now. So mindfulness is basically focusing or paying your attention only the present or only on that moment. That is here and now, and that too non-judgmentally. This is the essence of mindfulness. The concept of mindfulness actually came into a therapeutic format due to the contribution of John Kabat-Zinn. He's the one, the credit actually goes to him. And the entire module and entire course of mindfulness-based stress reduction technique goes back to him only. So that is the basic endeavor of mindfulness. When we practice mindfulness, there are certain things you need to keep in mind. You will try to open all your sense organs, whether it is a visual, the gustatory, the olfactory, each one of those sense organs should be open, and you should only focus on what you're hearing or the instructions which are given to you or what you are seeing at that moment. Only then mindfulness will be effective for you. So it's a very, very beautiful technique. And I'm really glad that, ma'am could somehow incorporate this module. This is one of the most sought after modules today. So let's go along with certain tips for emotional regulation and management. One of the most important tip which I can suggest to you is that whenever you're having any emotional turmoil, the most important thing is you need to realize that you're having an emotional response first. You need to identify that emotion, because 90% of the time we feel we cannot distinguish between a mood and emotion. Now, when we actually talk about a mood and emotion, now what happens is over a period of time, when our mood gets linger on for a longer period of time, it becomes an emotion. And then emotion not dealt with effectively, it gives rise to stress, both in the body and mind, leading to disruption in the mind body connect and leading to poor mental health and well-being. So one of the most important and essential step is to realize your emotion first, identify that, and don't react to that emotion there and then. Take a mindful pause, do a little bit of deep breathing, and then react to that emotion. So you will see the difference you create for yourself. You will have so many friends by the end of the day rather than having enemies just on the basis of giving an emotional response to somebody just offbeat. So that is a very, very important step and the first step for emotional regulation. Second most important step is self-awareness. We need to realize ourselves completely first. And one of the best techniques to realize yourself is to be positive. Now, one technique which I would want you to make a part of your routine every day is saying positive affirmations. Now, there is a very, very well-researched topic of positive affirmations itself. They say why affirmations have to be positive only, why not negative? The reason is that the feed you will give to your subconscious mind, that will only culminate into actions in your conscious self. So you give positive feed, your subconscious mind is going to receive that positive feed and then culminate into proper actions. So one line which I would want you to write today, especially in terms of not only the COVID scenario, but otherwise also, that I love and accept myself the way I am. Please write this line in your notebook and say it 2 to 3 times. I would want everybody to say this line 2 to 3 times in their mind. I love and accept myself the way I am. It's a very, very powerful line. Once you've written this line, say this line a couple of times in your mind, relate to the line. You have to feel the connection with this line. And once you do that, the exercise is very simple. Either in the morning or at night, whatever time of the day is convenient, you will look into the mirror, maintaining an eye contact with the mirror, and you will say, I love and accept myself the way I am. This technique is called mirroring, one of the most powerful techniques to actually deal with awareness of self and also to deal with emotions also. It's a very, very powerful technique for emotional regulation also. Another nice affirmation which I would want you to write is, I'm grateful and thankful for everything in my life. Please write this line. I'm grateful and thankful for everything in my life. I think the COVID scenario has made each and every one of us realize how important our life is to us first. So many people have lost their lives. We are the fortunate ones to be alive. So gratitude, very, very important. It is not just about practicing gratitude. Gratitude means practicing thankfulness unconditionally. It is not that you are practicing gratitude because you want something in exchange. When you are holistically, you feel from within to be grateful to the universe or grateful to the Almighty, grateful to your parents, to your friends, to everybody around you. That is what gratitude is. A grateful person According to me, gratitude is not just a virtue, it is a parent of all others. If you actually practice gratitude, you will see each day miracles are going to happen. I do it every day, and trust me, miracles happen with me each day. Now, one of the best way to practice gratitude is you maintain a journal that every day you write one thing which you are grateful for. That is something which can be big also, that can be something very small also. It can be something as simple as I'm grateful for having electricity in my home, grateful for having water, grateful for having food to eat. So it can be right from these simple things to the most complicated of things which you're grateful for. Second, very beautiful technique I'll share with you. I would want you to practice this exercise once you go back. Pick up any nice stone which is comparatively even, some kind of a rock or a pebble, and paint that stone, writing the word gratitude on it. And if you can carry this in your handbag or in your place of work, so that every time you look at it, you feel that you're fortunate to be alive at that point. So these techniques are really going to help you to build up your emotional regulation, strengthen your immune system also, because there's a direct link between self-acceptance, happiness, hope, optimism, gratitude, and good positive mental and physical health both. So these are two very important techniques. Next technique is I'll make you do a very beautiful exercise on mindful breathing. So, like I told you, that when we'll practice mindfulness, you will not think about anything else other than just focusing on the instructions which I'm giving you. So, very slowly sit in a comfortable position or lie down in a comfortable position, whatever you're comfortable with. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and close your eyes. Just close your eyes and make yourself very, very comfortable. Now, while you've made yourself comfortable, very, very slowly pay attention on your breath. Just focus your attention on your breathing, the pattern of your breathing, how your breath is coming inside your body, what thoughts are coming, what emotions are coming while you're breathing. If any thoughts or emotions are coming while you are focusing your attention on breathing, let them come. They will go away anyway. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now, again, gently bring back your attention to your breathing and watch your breath as it enters your body. How do you feel when that breath enters your body? Feel the temperature of your breath, the warmth, the heat when you inhale your breath, and very, very slowly when you exhale your breath. During this time, if any thoughts or emotions cross by, let them. They will go away anyway. Slowly, slowly bring your attention back to your breath. How your breath is entering into your body, how it is making a part of itself into the body, how it is traveling to the different parts of your body. How do you feel? How do you accept that breath which is coming into your body, because of which you're alive? Focusing your attention on your breath, be thankful and grateful for being able to breathe and be alive. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Feel your breath making a difference in your body. As it is entering, you're feeling happy, positive. All your thoughts, anxieties, and worries are all coming to an end. Now, during this time, if any thoughts, episodes, emotions, anything that comes to your mind, let them pass away like gentle clouds, and very, very slowly, again bring your attention back to your breath. And while you breathe in all the positive things in your life, all the positive events and happenings, celebrating life as a rainbow, feeling the hues and visualizing the hues of different colors which are entering your body. You're feeling so relaxed, so positive, and while you're breathing out, take out all your anxieties, worries, and stress out of your body completely. And while you do so, you feel so relaxed, so positive. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Feel the movement in your body while you breathe, and how it is instilling faith, trust, happiness, and gratitude in your life. And very, very slowly, while focusing on your breathing, if any thoughts or emotions are coming to your mind, let them, as they will go away anyway. While doing so, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Very, very slowly rub your palms. Gently place on your eyes and slowly, slowly open your eyes and come back in the moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back to the moment from where we began. This technique is called mindful breathing. You can have a lot of alterations in this technique when you do it. For any anxiety, worry you have, you're not being able to focus and concentrate on your studies, your mind is wandering. So you can alter this technique according to what exactly you want. And this really, really works miracles. I would really want you to practice this technique every day. And you will see how calm, composed you get, how rational you will be in your approach, how productive you will be, and how much your immune system is going to get strengthened over a period of time. Can a couple of students please share their experience with me? If you can unmute your mics and share your experience with me, how you felt after this mindful breathing. Could you do it? What you felt? That will be really nice. If any students can just unmute yourself and just share your experiences
Uh,
with me, it'll be wonderful.
Ma'am, I think this is YouTube live and they will not be able to unmute themselves, and only the resource
Right.
person and the people will be able to
Okay, okay,
interact.
right, right.
They can
Right, right.
only write in their chat boxes.
Okay, okay, right. Ma'am, how was your experience if I ask you?
My experience was very good, but I think we have two or three students, I can just make them join. I'll tell Ishana to join, and then she can tell about her experience. Just give me 2 minutes, and meanwhile, you can just carry on. And I
Sure,
feel, in fact, I was thinking that they have a practical in their third year. This is on progressive muscle relaxation training in biofeedback. So, in fact, instead of PMR, they can also use mindful breathing. So there are two things. They can either do them together or alternate them and use it
yes,
as a
ma'am.
relaxation technique for their practical also, I
Yes,
was thinking.
absolutely, ma'am. This actually works wonders, and there's a lot of change in the, those obviously in the galvanic skin resistance responses also, because the body starts calming down. So this is very effective. This and muscle relaxation can be done separately because that is an integral part of mindfulness again. We do that module also.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So we'll go along with the next part. Now, other than just mindful breathing and the different variants which we can use, ma'am has also given a very good input regarding progressive muscle relaxation. So that part also you can use because that is again a relaxing of your body mind connect only. And the more you will be in the moment, in the present, of focusing on just what you are hearing and listening and then applying it accordingly, the more effective it will be. So these are two different variants you can do separately, and they'll really make a difference. Then another very, very beautiful technique which you can make use of is aromatherapy. Because when you are in a state of emotional turmoil, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of overthinking which is going on. You try to anticipate things which are not there. We go overboard with our body and mind responses both. So at that point in time, we need to kind of keep ourselves very, very calm, composed. And sometimes when we are not able to even, manage our emotions and thoughts, nothing else if it works. One of the best techniques is to make use of aromatherapy, and nothing like it if you can use nice oils. All these essential oils are available in the market. Now, one oil which is very, very effective for bringing down the level of stress, anxiety, for emotional regulation and keeping a very calm, composed is mint oil. Mint is very good for health, otherwise also pudina that is. So you can just dab that little mint on your pillow or on your handkerchief, or maybe somebody who is not being able to sleep at night. It is a very, very effective oil for helping you to regulate your spirits. Another very, very nice oil is your rose oil. Rose again, it's got a very, very fresh fragrance. So again, it is going to help you to relax you and make your stress level go down, and also help you to regulate your emotions. Then another very nice oil is your lavender. Lavender is again a very, very beautiful. The essence of lavender is very nice. If you come across this talc, that is the dream flower talc of Ponds. Lavender actually smells like that. The fragrance is so therapeutic and enigmatic. And lavender flowers are also available. They are purplish in color. So purple color again is considered to be very, very relaxing. So lavender again will help you to calm and soothe your nerves. These have been scientifically proven that these oils have a tendency to help you to relax and make your stress level go down, and also help you to regulate your emotions. Then another very nice oil which is available is called Lang Lang. This is a Chinese this thing, a kind of a root from which this oil is extracted. And I don't think we need to even put it into faces and stuff like that. This oil itself will help you to have a young and a very, very enigmatic aura and skin, because this slows down aging process also, and it'll help you to relax completely. So if you can incorporate these oils in your life or in your daily routine, you will yourself see the difference. Another variant of aromatherapy is that you can even, have, you don't necessarily used to, you can use these as essences also, that you can use aromatherapy in the form of lamps. These kind of oils are available. You just switch on the lamp and you will see how the aroma diffuses into the room, and you will feel so relaxed. You don't need to do anything more than that. While taking a bath, if you can just add a little, just a drop of oil, any of these in your bathing tub or your water, you see the difference of how your stress, anxiety, and your emotion, the emotional turmoil, not immediately. So this is really, really going to affect you. So go along with these. Then besides this, one very important thing, that when we are in an emotional turmoil and stress, either there are two categories of people: either they will not eat at all, or they will keep eating. And to what I have seen over my experience with my interaction with people, during the time of stress, those people who want to eat food, they prefer eating a spicy food, or food which has a lot of sugar in it, a lot of chocolates, ice creams, junk food. This is a disaster which you can do to your emotions and to your stress level. You're already on an emotional high, stress level is already high, you're eating more of sugar, your neurotransmitter serotonin is already very high. Eating the sugary foods, you're going to exacerbate and increase the level of serotonin. With the result, your stress level and emotional turmoil level is going to increase. So, a balanced, nutritious diet has a direct role on your healthy mind and body and a positive mental health and well-being. So foods which you must incorporate in your diet. First, I would like to say, the more colorful your plate is, the more colorful your life will be. So if you can have little colors of all, reds, purples, greens, yellows, you will see that how much food makes a difference in your life of not only making you physically and mentally strong, but also helping you to deal with emotions effectively. Now, incorporate fiber rich food such as oats, whole wheat grains, pulses, brown bread and pasta. Very, very easily available, and lot of variants are in the market. So please incorporate this and keep changing your diet pattern every day. Don't keep having the same thing over and over again. Not strong emotions about food, vegan diet, and for hours you don't eat anything, or just eat one type of food for 1 week. All that is the worst thing to do to your body. If you eat in moderation and you exercise in any form, in any way, you will be able to have a good, healthy mind, and you will be better emotionally regulated also, and your immune system will strengthen anyway. Incorporate a lot of fruits in your diet.
We have two, three queries at the moment we have. If I
Yes,
can
ma'am, please.
just intervene.
Yes, please.
Some students are asking that do we use these oils that you were talking about? Either we can, you said we can put a drop in our bathing water and all, or we can use a lamp and then use it. And they said
Yes.
that we have certain perfumes. Can we buy perfumes of these variants and use them for every day? Would it also
Ab-
work?
yes, ma'am, absolutely. Because the good perfumes and the good UDTs, because most of them, you see, there is a difference between deos, perfumes, and UDTs. I would not want you to use deos because deos have a lot of alcohol content, and over a period of time, it will get diffused. So longer effect will be with good UDTs and with good perfumes which are supplemented with good oil. These are not oil based alone. These oils are basically the difference between the perfumes, UDTs, and these essential oils is these essential oils are a direct extract from the flowers themselves. Whereas when you go in for UDTs or you go in for perfumes, they are not that pure. There is a difference,
Okay.
right? So if you can get these, nothing like it. Otherwise, even the nice fragrant perfumes or UDTs will do. One very nice UDT which is available in the market, which is a very sweet smelling one, is Davidoff for women. Try that. That is quite close to these the essential oils which I'm talking about,
Okay.
right? So
Thank you,
that
ma'am.
is
And one question about emotions and food. Some students have asked that usually when we feel low and stressed, we feel like eating a chocolate or maybe something, maybe a cookie or something. Then what do we do? Because you have said it is not good for us. Then what do we do then? We don't eat that chocolate.
right. See, what I said was when you are in an emotional turmoil. I did not say that when your emotions are low. I said when you are in stress. And when you are in stress, your emotions are high, not low. Right? So when you are in a low mood, your chocolates can be beneficial to lift your mood, because at that point, serotonin level and dopamine is low. We need to increase it. But when you are having emotional turmoils, you are very anxious, your stress level is very high, anger is high, proneness to aggression is very high. In those times, avoid eating the kind of foods which I'm suggesting, right? And if
Okay. Thank you,
and
ma'am.
these you can try to incorporate natural variants of foods. Even juices, if you have to have, try and have natural juices rather than the stored ones. They always
Oh,
have a better impact on the body and mind.
okay, ma'am. Thank you. That's a quite a bit on nutritious and balanced diet, and we all need it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Then, besides it, green leafy vegetables, sprouts, seeds, and nuts. Lot of us are having, seeds. You have sunflower seeds, and you have a lot of other kind of seeds. Flax seeds are available in the market. Now, don't go overboard with them, but do balance your diet with these also. And a few nuts, like you have almonds, walnuts. Walnuts very very good for your immune system. Helps you to deal and manage your emotions also very well. It's got omega 3 fatty acid. It'll boost your memory also. So, incorporate these a little in your diet. Maybe you can mix these little with honey, and that is quite a meal in itself actually, right? If you actually see muesli in the market, it's available. You'll see it has all these generally already supplemented. So this is the kind of diet, because everything should be a balance. Then incorporate a lot of ginger, garlic, cumin. Cumin is zira, coriander is dhania, turmeric is haldi, mint I've already told you, pudina, oregano, and basil. Basil is your holy basil, is very easily available. Tulsi. Now these are again immunity boosters also. How they are linked with stress and emotions is that if your immunity is strong, you are more resilient, you will be able to better deal with these situations rather than going overboard with them. So this will help. This is going to help you anyway. So you must incorporate this in your diet. And again, avoid alcohol and drugs, of course. Needless to say, now drugs, I don't mean just the synthetic banned drugs. I also talk about medication, because there are certain people who get addicted to medication only. To painkillers only, or to drinking these Torex and Corex and all these kind of cough syrup, because you or able, you realize that you take them and you feel very relaxed, and all your worries and tensions are coming to an end. So you feel that that is all right. That is also not all right. Then there are certain people who have this addiction of this white fluid also, polish. So these are not normal things. This is a part of addiction only. We need to cut this. And overeating of food is also an addiction. Overeating of drinking, not only alcohol, but overdose of anything is an addiction in itself. So we need to moderate and balance our diet. So that has a direct bearing on our emotions and our stress levels also. Then also reduce the intake of extra salt and sugar. Very, very important again. Keep yourself hydrated. Generally, we don't. We avoid taking water only. We feel nimbu pani pee liya. We've had, lassi pee li. We've had shakes and all. So water content is taken care of. No. Other than that, you need to have 2.5 liters of water every day. Latest guidelines by the WHO. Then also a lot of green tea. You can have herbal teas. Another variant of having teas is like you asked me about carrying these oils. So you have teas also which are having the same value. In the sense, you have lavender tea available, you have rose tea, mint tea, lime tea. All these teas are also available in the market. So you can also have them. Then besides this, you can have a regular black tea consisting of basil, cinnamon, black pepper with jaggery or honey. I have not put white sugar here. You can add sugar, but better supplements are jaggery and honey for your health also. Hot water with slices of lime. Now, what you do is when you're in too much of stress or when emotional turmoil is taking place, what you do is you just cut two slices of lime, put them in hot water, leave them for about 2 minutes, and then drink that water. It's alkaline, and this is one of a very, very profound medication for COVID also. The Chinese have been using this very profoundly, and they've hardly used anything else other than this. So this will really help you. Hot milk with honey and mild turmeric, again, very good for the skin, very good to build up your immune system. It will also make you very beautiful also, because turmeric again, it is considered to be a natural antiseptic also. And again, have a good quality sleep, because when we are under an emotional turmoil, sleep patterns get disturbed. Sleep pattern will get disturbed, your entire routine will get disturbed, your eating pattern, your working pattern, everything gets distorted. So have a good quality sleep. Then also, have a good quality sleep. There was a case study of a CEO of a company. He was 42 years old, and he died of cardiac arrest. And the doctors were surprised that such a smart guy, who was working out also, has such a balanced routine. How come this person died of cardiac arrest? And when they actually went through his case study for about 6 months, they realized he hardly used to sleep for 2 to 3 hours. So you can see the direct link between lack of sleep and even cardiac arrest. So please guard against this. Have a balanced quality of life. That is the essence to having a good mental health also. Then add humor and laughter in your life. Very, very important that we need to add humor and laughter, which we don't. Because when we laugh, nitrogen oxide, it plays an important role in making you stress free also. All the toxicities and negativities out of your body, they all come out. So one best way to actually start your day is laughing out loud. There was a very beautiful case study in 1979, very old. They of Norman Cousins. There was a person, he suffered from a very painful disease. It was called fibromyalgia, which actually is inflammation of different organs in the body, and it is very painful. Now, till the time, the person was given medication, it was okay. But once the medication, the strength of the medication reduced, he used to again die in pain and couldn't sleep. So then the psychologist decided that why not incorporate laughter in the person's life. They used to give him a session of 10 minutes of laughter, and after that the person could have a good sleep for about 2 hours without any pain. So you can see the direct link between laughter, optimism, and his state of your mind as well as body also. So please incorporate a lot of laughter in your life. Lastly, I would like to wind up with a very, very beautiful and profound part of mindfulness. Again, this is one of my favorite mindfulness technique, which you can do anytime, anywhere, wherever you want to. This is you will listen to music mindfully. What I'll do is I'm just going to give you instructions. Now, I will play you a very beautiful piece of music. You are not going to analyze the music. You're going to only focus on what you're hearing without any thoughts, judgments, or opinions. Again, if any thoughts are coming to your mind, emotions are coming to your mind, let them come. They will pass. But your focus should only be on what you're hearing. This technique is called mindful listening. Very, very powerful technique. Let me expose you to this. So, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Make yourself comfortable in whatever position you want to, whether you want to sit or you want to lie down. The choice is yours. And while doing so, just close your eyes, try to relax your muscles of your body, right from your toe till your head. Just feel that all your muscles are relaxing. Keep your body as loose as you can. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now, very, very slowly, you will just focus on the music I'm going to play you right now without any thoughts, judgments, and opinions. So here is the music which I'm playing. Relax and completely relax and get immersed into the music which you're just going to hear. Now, very, very slowly, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, rub your palms, place on your eyes, slowly, slowly open your eyes and be in the moment, in the present.
Thank you, ma'am. Some students have said that they have liked mindful music better than mindful breathing because this they feel is more doable for them.
Right.
So, and they want you to just give a quick recap कि हम म्यूजिक ऑन करें और बड़ा पीसफुल म्यूजिक लें और
हाँ जी।
उसमें अपने मसल्स को एक एक करके रिलैक्स करने की कोशिश करें. सो म्यूजिक तो हम बच्चे सुनते ही हैं, तो
हाँ जी।
म्यूजिक सुनने के साथ साथ वी कैन हैव रिलैक्सेशन. दिस इज दे आर आस्किंग, इज इट?
Yes, yes, ma'am, absolutely. This is what the process is. And what we have to focus is basically focusing on only what you're hearing. And now, if the basic essence of mindfulness is that if any thoughts, emotions, or any experiences or anything is coming to your mind, let them come. You're not supposed to control them, you're not supposed to stop them because they will come. We are human beings, but they will let them pass. Ultimately, focus again back on the music itself. But yes, mindful breathing is a very essential component of music also, because while we are relaxing, while we are listening to music, we are breathing also. So our essence of mindfulness, the hardcore essence, is breathing only first. Every time you do any technique, any exercise, breathing is a very, very essential component. Otherwise, your choice is yours. You can use music, you can use creative visualization, muscle relaxation, mindful breathing, mindful eating, mindful drinking, even. And you can even mindfully go for a walk in the morning or in the evening and mindfully observe plants around you, the birds which are chirping, all those kind of things. And you will see how beautiful your life will be. So that's how mindfulness makes a difference in your life. And you will see how your academic grades rise also. Because when you're putting heart, mind, and soul only into your studies at that point in time and nothing else around you, obviously the energy which you will consume will be, almost 50-60%, and the output will be 10 times more. So mindfulness is the essence to success today. Most talked after module. So any variant of mindfulness you can use. Gratitude also. You know, being grateful and thankful for, so you can incorporate that also as those affirmations which you give to yourself. But mindful.
Thank you, ma'am. And two students have also asked that they say that during mindful breathing or mindful music, they feel that there are thoughts that keep on coming back into their mind, and
Mhm.
especially negative emotions while doing
Hmm.
mindfulness. So, how do we
Right.
deal with that?
See, thank you so much, ma'am. Like I said earlier, that the more you will start practicing mindfulness, the more you will see that you will get, you will gain expertise over time. So if thoughts are coming to your mind, let them come. You don't have to control those thoughts. They will come, but there will be points in time you have to try to non-judgmentally bring your focus back to the music or back to your breath again. That's what mindfulness is. So with a little bit of practice and effort, you will be able to do it. Right? That is what the entire concept is.
ठीक है जी. सो शुरू शुरू में अगर आप माइंडफुलनेस प्रैक्टिस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, आपकी थॉट्स वॉन्डर कर रही हैं और आपकी कुछ और चीजें पूरी अच्छी तरह से नहीं हो रही, तो कोई बात नहीं,
Hmm.
आप थोड़ा धीरज रखें. धीरे धीरे यू विल स्टार्ट बिकमिंग बेटर एट दैट. दैट मीन्स कि
Yes,
प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है. पहले दिन करने से आपको परफेक्ट माइंडफुलनेस नहीं आ जाएगी.
absolutely, ma'am. And another thing is that, of course, when you're doing it for the first time, आपके हॉर्मोन्स बॉडी में अलग टाइप के न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स का अलग अलग इम्पैक्ट है. वंस वी गेट इनटू दैट रट ऑफ रिलैक्सेशन, ऑटोमेटिकली वो माइंड बॉडी कनेक्ट अपने आप ही होना शुरू हो जाएगा. You don't have to force it. Sometimes what happens in a live session, it is not mandatory that in a live session you will be able to have enigmatic impacts there and then. Sometimes you may not be in the right frame of mind that time. You learn the technique and practice it whenever you want to. So that is why I said you carry these skills with you throughout your life now.
ठीक है जी मैम. माइंडफुल म्यूजिक बच्चों को बहुत अच्छा लगा है कॉन्सेप्ट, एंड दे आर आस्किंग इज देयर सम स्पेशल म्यूजिक टू बी यूज्ड फॉर माइंडफुल म्यूजिक?
Ma'am, basically it is any music what they like, which is soothing to the ears to hear. But this piece of music which I listen to, since I'm hardcore, I am a fan of this instrumental music more, because I'll tell you the reason for it. Because when we are in a state of emotional turmoil or stress or anything, if we use music which is word laden, what happens is या तो हम बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे या बिल्कुल ही सैडनेस में चले जाएंगे with the because we also start using the words, we start reducing meaning out of those words. So it is always better to go in for music which is instrumental, because that music is neutral actually. So this music which I actually played right now, this is by Steve Morgan, Stivemorgan, Steve Morgan, and the name of the song is Ring of Spring. So you can log on to Steve Morgan, you can listen to Enigma actually. This is, you must have heard of Enigma. This is such a popular group, virtually broken all records worldwide. So you'll instantly connect to Enigma the moment you start listening. So try to listen to this kind of music. If any other questions anybody has, you can route it to me, ma'am.
Haji,
I'll be more than happy to.
there is another question that how do we deal with losing interest in tasks that we used to love, that sometimes we start something with lot of enthusiasm and we think we are fully mindful in it and then we just fade off. How do we do that?
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. These techniques which I have taught you today, practice all of them one by one, and you will see that you will not run in the extremes. Right in the beginning only I said, when you start living a life of moderation, things are not difficult for you. The problem only arises when we run into extremes, either extremely low or extremely high. So when you start something, like in the beginning also I said, what you will do is you will visualize whatever your dreams are. You will write down in your notepad that step number, you will prioritize that step number 1 is this, 2 is this, 3 is this. Day 1 I will do this, day 2 I will do this, day 3 I will do this. It is not just in imagination, you will actually execute that also. And if your mind and emotions and thoughts are wandering, then mindfully you will try to focus on those using mindful breathing, mindful listening, mindful mindful gratitude, all these kind of techniques. Diet and nutrition, each of these have a role to play. Now one thing what you need to do is, whenever what happens is, we are very excited about something, and in our imagination only we get so excited, and we've executed the whole plan in our mind only, that when we actually come down to reality, we lose interest. This is the reason, because ख्याली पुलाव तो इतने पका लिए, उसको reality में execute करने के टाइम हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया. So what you need to do is make a plan. Before executing it, take a mindful pause, then react to the situation, and then you will see the difference in the results in real life. That you will be practically be able to perform those, and you will be able to sustain also for a longer time.
Thank you, ma'am. And students have also asked that आपने journaling की बात की है कि एक journal रखो और उसमें all things that you are grateful for वो लिखो. तो स्टूडेंट्स कह रहे हैं कि आज तक तो हमें यही पता था कि जर्नल में आप सारी नेगेटिव चीजें लिख सकते हो, नेगेटिविटी निकाल सकते हो. सो दिस इज अ न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट कि हम अपनी पॉजिटिव चीजों को हम रीअफर्म कर सकते हैं और रीअसेस कर सकते हैं, और शायद जो चीजें हमें ना पता हो कि ये हमारी पॉजिटिव चीजें हैं, वो जब हम लिखना शुरू करेंगे तो हम रियलाइज करेंगे कि these are the things that we have to be grateful for. So वो journaling के बारे में अगर आप थोड़ा और बता देंगे.
Right. See, what you will do is, you will just maintain a nice beautiful notebook. It could be anything, it could be a scrapbook, it could be anything which you want to decorate. And then each day, just close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out, and just visualize any one thing which you're grateful for in your life. Anything it could be. It could be your friends, it could be your parents, it could be the water which you drink, it could be surroundings in which you are living, it could be the college where you're studying, your teachers, anybody. It could be your own life. And जैसे जैसे आप उसको विजुअलाइज करोगे, आप you start writing it down. Once you start writing those down, what happens is, everybody has low points in their life. But when we have documented positive episodes, experiences and events in our life, हमारे low points में हम उनको जब उठा के पढ़ेंगे, हमारे thought process negative affirmation से positive की तरफ बदलना शुरू हो जाएंगे. That's what your REBT works on. Changing irrational negative if, buts and whys into things which are practical, which are positive, which are doable. So that's how your thought process will change. process will change. And gratitude is not going to come in one day. Like I said, it is not just about making the affirmation. You have to relate to the affirmation. Like I'm giving you my example. Since the COVID time came in, I was we were doing trainings which were physical. This online thing was very different than the normal platform. And what I realized over a period of time was that I used to affirm every day that, I'm bettering myself at online thing, my skills are getting better. And over time, I realized that it became a part of me. And it used to flow with me every day. And when I started using gratitude, that, I'm grateful for these little things in my life. I'm no exaggeration. There hasn't been a time when miracles are not happening. Every day something unexpected good is happening. That's what I said. Everybody says कि हम बुरा सोचते हैं तो बुरा तो हो ही जाता है. हम बुरा सोचते ही क्यों हैं? हम अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को फीड ही नेगेटिव देंगे तो हमारे कॉन्शियस में एक्शन भी तो नेगेटिव ही होंगे ना. Why can't we be positive and think positive? Positive is going to happen. Because if you give that feed of positivity to your subconscious mind, it is going to flow into your conscious behavior also. So it will become a part of you. I'm not saying that negative situations में रो मत या किसी के death हो में grieve मत करो. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that don't get overboard and carried away with them कि बिल्कुल ही डिप्रेशन में चले. So don't run in extremes. Remain in moderation. खाने में भी लाइफ में कुछ अचीव करने में भी everything, so that that suspense and that the I would say the spice of life remains for a longer time. अगर पहले ही हम 100 वोल्ट पे चले जाएंगे तो उसके बाद जब हमने अब बुखार हुआ हमने पहले स्टेरॉइड्स ले ली तो क्रोसिन क्या असर करेगी. So leave something for the next time also. There is always a tomorrow also. सब कुछ एक ही दिन में नहीं कर देना हमने. That's what I mean to say. Celebrate every little thing of life.
Thank you, ma'am. And students have also asked ki you have talked about emotions and food. They had just knew about sugar, but today they have come to know कि हर तरह का खाना आपकी emotions को affect करता है. तो इसके लिए कई students पूछ रहे हैं कि we are on high protein diet and some students want to ask about keto diet कि ये emotions के लिए अच्छे होते हैं कि नहीं होते.
Thank you so much, ma'am. See, keto diet is something which is highly in trend today. You know that अपना बहुत, but what I'll suggest, keto diet is something which is not new. It is, if you actually see the old scriptures, when you're talking about the sattvic diet and everything, and when these people who are practicing yoga and stuff, they always tell you to maintain a keto diet only, right? So अपने आप को थोड़े खाने खाली भी रखो of food, that is important. And what I suggest is you should break your meals and eat. 3 main meals तो आपके दिन के हैं ही हैं. उसके अलावा 3 meals की जगह have 5 meals, 5 small meals. In the sense, because when you have small meals, what happens is, एक तो आपकी stomach overburden नहीं होती to digest the food. Another thing is you will not overeat. Third thing is your energy level and metabolic rate of your body will remain sustained. So with the result, you will be able to better deal with these things. So break your meals into smaller meals. Fruit ले रहे हो वो भी meal है, juice ले रहे हो वो भी meal है, फिर they are smaller meals, sprouts and all those also. उसके अलावा 3 major meals जो आपके breakfast, lunch and dinner. Never skip your breakfast. It is a disaster which you will do to your body, because रात को आपने light खाना खाया है, but आपका इतना बड़ा gap हो गया और morning में आप कुछ खा ही नहीं रहे. What happens is that your energy level will dip, irritability होगी, anger होगी and emotional turmoil होंगे because of lack of energy only. Irritability होगी, चिड़चिड़ापन होगा in your behavior the day you don't eat good breakfast. And also you will run down on energy, and जितनी भी stored energy आपके organs में वहां से energy use होने लग जाएगी, and ultimately you will start having deficiencies in your body. So breakfast very important, lunch can be normal, dinner needs to be very light. And one thing I need to also suggest you, latest research, पहले बोलते थे fruit कभी भी खा लो, लेकिन the best output to eat fruit and give its best results is up to 12 p.m. in the afternoon, मतलब lunch से पहले, सुबह से लेकर 12 बजे तक. That is the best time for fruit. लेकिन आधी रात को अगर भूख लग जाती है and you want to just gorge on to something, the best is to cut fruit and eat, because that is not harmful for your body. वो natural fructose है उसमें. sugar content is natural because carbohydrates also ultimately convert to sugar only. And high protein diet तब लो अगर आपने वर्कआउट करना है, जिम में जाना और बॉडी बनानी है, एज इन यू नीड टू हैव गुड फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ, स्पोर्ट्स में जाना है, देन यू हैव हाई प्रोटीन डाइट. अदरवाइज हाई प्रोटीन डाइट इज नॉट रिकमेंडेड. यू नीड टू हैव अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स आल्सो. सो अपनी तरफ से बॉडी को मत करो, मॉडरेशन में खाओ सब कुछ और मॉडरेशन में ही एक्सरसाइज करो या वॉक करो. दैट्स द बेस्ट वे टू सस्टेन.
Another question by a student is that sometimes at night before sleeping, I feel so negative and negative thoughts come into my mind and my heartbeat goes very fast. So what do I go do about it?
You have so many techniques now. Listen to music mindfully and see the difference. And your essential oils दिए आप देखना मूड कैसे बदलेगा. What you do is to break that thought process. अपने रूम से हट जाओ for some time. Right? Move away from that room. Take a nice stroll outside and listen to music. Automatically आपकी thought process वहाँ break हो जाएगी. Negative thought process की जो cycle बन रही है, we will break the cycle. With the result वो accumulate नहीं होंगे. So that will help you.
One student has asked, ma'am, that is there any best time for mindfulness?
It's a very good question actually. See, everybody has two type of body clocks. One are people who are early risers. उनके लिए morning time is the best. There are certain other people who are, they are owls. एक owls होते हैं, एक larks होते हैं. Larks हैं जो सुबह जल्दी उठ जाते हैं. Owls हैं जो रात को देखिए delving in the dark. Right? So there are certain people जो सुबह जल्दी उठ ही नहीं सकते. So अपनी body clock को क्यों disturb करना, रात को कर लो. But mindfulness का exactly कोई time नहीं, but generally it is said that morning time is considered to be the best because you start your day in the morning, so you start afresh. So उससे आपके dopamine का level भी बढ़ा रहेगा, serotonin का भी, and you will be in better position to deal with the stresses and strains of life. But otherwise, whenever you feel the need, you can use it. You don't need to alter your body clock for it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And another is how to improve decision making. One student has asked that sometimes she is in conflict with herself, and how does she improve her decision making?
Okay, जब भी आप conflict में होते हो, conflict basically arises when you have, many alternatives and you're supposed to choose among them. पहले आप अपनी priority की list लगा लो कि priority number 1, 2, 3. फिर mindful pause दो, उनको एक बार दोबारा पढ़ो, relate करो, and you will get the answer yourself only. कि भी इनमें से सबसे पहला, what is the most important thing which I need to do? Sometimes what happens that you have one thing, second thing, third thing, and you realize that दूसरी जो तीसरी चीज जो सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ चीज भी है वो पहले से ही रिलेटेड है. समटाइम्स एक चीज पूरी होती है, उसके साथ दूसरी दो भी पूरी हो जाती हैं. बट इफ दैट इज नॉट हैपनिंग, देन यू प्रायोरिटाइज. नोटबुक में लिखो, माइंडफुली उसको देखो, महसूस करो, टेक अ माइंडफुल पॉज, देन टेक अ डिसीजन. जो चीज पहले आ रही है दिमाग में, जस्ट गो अहेड विद इट एंड डोंट थिंक आफ्टर दैट. दैट्स इट. एक बार ले लिया डिसीजन, दैट्स इट. जस्ट स्टिक टू इट.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So should we go ahead? Anyone else who wants to ask something from ma'am? Are we done, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. From my end, we are done. But in case anybody wants to ask, they can feel free to.
Okay, now I invite Harsheen for the vote of thanks. Just a minute. Harsheen, please.
Hello, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. Can you be a little louder?
Ma'am. Uh, um, yes, ma'am. Is it okay now?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I want to thank Dr. Naika Singh for your wonderful, informative, and thoughts-proving session. On behalf of Khalsa College for Women, Civil Lines, Ludhiana, and Department of Psychology and KCW Counseling Cell, I thank you for taking your time out from your busy schedule and providing us with such ingestible learnings. This will definitely guide us to a more positive mental health and be more effective and happy personalities. And I also thank my fellow students and my classmates for being such an interactive audience. Thank you all, and please try to add this information in your daily lives. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, ma'am, for really taking time for us. And these are all budding psychologists who would like to do very good things in life. And they can begin by making them better with mindfulness and with emotion regulation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we end today's session. And thank you so much. I would like to just end the session now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Equally enjoyed doing it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.